how is that fair for a human, right? To come to a human being, right, and say, hey, I want you to put your life, your family, your dreams, your career, I want you to put everything on hold for 10 years.
Yani manyanya na bei mbaya kuliko nafsi ya mtu.
They say during that time, a human life are less valuable. So it's like tomato was valuable than a human life.
As a child, you were living as a slave too.
Over there is like sometimes it's like desert, so we don't have water. So you have to walk maybe a different place to look for water.
Wow.
So when we were growing up, I remember like sometimes we don't have water. Like my mom or my dad, they tell us to go somewhere else to look for water.
You felt like you couldn't take care of your family then in Kakuma. It was too hard. All right, we're excited to be here today. I'm Talmage, and this is the Philanthropic Podcast. We've got some awesome guests here today. A refugee family that came and lived in Utah the last 10 years, and I've gotten to know them over the last few weeks. They're absolutely amazing, cool people. They've got an amazing story, and I'm excited to kind of dive into that with them today. And again, thanks for being here, guys. I'm excited that you're here on the podcast. We got you here.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Can you guys just go ahead and introduce yourselves?
Yeah. My name is Mohammed. You can call me Mo. Came from Kenya. In here like 2016 in January. I've been here for like almost 10 years.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, my name is Kasim Wina. I'm from Kenya. I came in 2016, like
2016.
Mm-hmm. I'm here. Yeah, that's it.
Cool.
My name is Hamadi, and that's my family. I just came here 2016, same thing.
Cool. Awesome. Well,
Came together.
yeah, came together. Cool. And that's what I want to jump into, right? So
Yeah.
I'm excited to hear your story, and that's honestly what I want to jump right into, right? I know you guys, over the last 10 years, you've had a life here in Utah, in the United States,
Right.
but I'm excited to hear more, what was life like before that, and kind of where life, where life kind of took you and your story, and I'd love to kind of jump into that. And I know your dad, Kasim, kind of has, that backstory the best. You guys were obviously young for the forefront of that. So I'd kind of like to start with you, Kasim, and kind of see, where did this all start? Where does the story start?
My story starting from Somalia. But like I tell you before, I cannot explain that I want. That's I will tell my son about to my language, and he will explain to you.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's great. Go ahead, please. I want to just know, from the beginning, what was your childhood like? Maybe let's start there. When you were a child, what was your life like?
No, when I started the child, I can take a long story.
So if he started when he was a child, it belongs
too much.
Yeah.
Give me a few details. What was your life like? Did you have family? What was life like in Somalia when you were young?
Yani kwa udodo tu mgamire.
Kidogo tu.
Mwite kwa ukulu. Yani kwa kiasi tu yani kwa mnanga. Wakati na mwana maisha na hivi.
Maisha nayatoga kwa sababu sigaruka hamwe na tatema kwa sababu tatena na mitihani mikulu mpatire kupanda serikali.
So he say on his child life, the life was tough because he didn't grow up with his father present. He has some challenges.
Bahati edi baada ya kubinda masomo ninajitahidi kumkaula heri kesi yake kuichimao ninafanikiwa kumnaba mahabusi.
So likely when he finished his school, he tried to work on getting his dad out because he was locked up. So after he finished the school, and then he started working on getting his dad out the prison or jail.
Yeah.
Baada aho niyo kukeze nkumbizi ino nkondo chishi hamwenga ingawa nachikaishi kama wanyama, yani nachikaishi kama watumwa na wana zina kuchitangira suweje utumwa ingawa sanjidi kwetu mali, lakini nachikakabiliana nayo hivyo tu.
Kwanza chindani kutakidogo ndio hakumunyazo sana.
kabla y'enkondo suwe na chikaishi kama watumwa.
So before the war started back in Somalia, they were living as slaves.
As a child, you were living as a slave too.
Wakati namkaishanga watumwa.
Ni kama hivyo kwa sababu hukudaha kupata hata kama unasoma hukudaha kuita hukunga male wavuzwa.
You say yes because even if you get the education, you cannot do what you want or move how you want to move. Basically, it's like you don't have the freedom to do what you want to do.
Who were you enslaved by? Who were you a slave to in that scenario? Was it government workers? Was it local militia?
Wa Somali. Serikali pia wanikachukandamiza. Wa Somali.
So he say it's Somalian people. The government included too.
Well.
Yeah.
Baada y'enkondo igaruka kama nani mtu asomire ni kwa certificate yake.
So he say after the school it's just like you went to school and you just get your certificate. That's it.
Yani baada y'enkondo ikagaruke wo agaruka kama nani wantu na wakasoma ni kwa certificate manake uhinyizwa kukoma cha hinywa suwe mwana mdodo akisengazwa hivyo hinywa kuga mkoma mtumwa yajaribu kukoma.
Okay, so he say after the war he just everything it was like somebody was in school and then after you graduate you just go into the world just using the experience. So it's more like the people that were slaving them when they were like in the school like being trained. So after the training they will go out and start training or like killing them as like practicing what they were doing or like they were learning.
Like for military school or what?
Not military.
It's like an example, like from how he explained it. He say the Somali people, the people that were slaving them, from that time, it's like they didn't have a certificate. They can't do it how they wanted to do. So after the war, it's like, now I can do what I want to do because the war is already here. So, and you don't have the equipment to stop me. So it was more like, so the war is like everything add up and they started doing more of the killing and.
Wow.
Ya wakati uja ugaruka mbani nafsi ya binadamu na manyanya, yani manyanya yana bei mbaya kuliko nafsi ya mtu.
He say during that time, a human life human life, it was less valuable. So it's like tomato was valuable than a human life.
Wow.
Ya baada ikigaruka inkondo ni yani kukomwa kwetu kugaruka ni rahisi zaidi kurepiwa kutoigwa.
So when the war happened, everything came easy, like getting killed, women of young female getting raped. Everything was easy for them to do it.
Sikula hakuita mengi zaidi mabidi nizifupishe baada inkondo ikagaruka yani chikengine kumbizi ikatoanwe mie nakakala na mame mdodo mame nakakala upande wala nakakala na mame mdodo chiswerwa nkande zetu tate kaungwa kutetea kusoma mame mdodo angarepiwe.
So he say after the war happened ngamba Navi.
Yani wizawa bavi manake suwe kwetu nwa bavi sima askari mare. Wizawa bavi wa surezi nkande haso pia wangwa mrepu mame mdodo.
So during that time the war was going on, that was people came to the house. They were trying to steal their food while he was young, and they were trying to rape his auntie.
Tate kaungwa kumtetea mame mdodo ibidi wakati uja ni wamsereza injini yake hasi mtoa risasi.
So at that time, his dad was present in the house. So he tried to fight to stop the raping not happening. So after they see he was getting aggressive about like trying to stop what they were trying to do, they shot him, killed him.
Wow. This was after he came back.
Yeah,
after he had helped him get back to the home from prison.
Baada ya haja mie na sefi samahali na nifosa baada kubalisa sija kaona na mbira mzee kagona obongoja na hana tikufosa male wagamba mkomerezeni chazo ushahidi.
So at that time, when his dad was getting shot, he was hiding somewhere. So he stayed there, and he was trying to get close to the action or the scene. And those people, they noticed he wasn't completely dead. So they were telling each other, he's not dead, just finishing him up. Like, yeah.
Baadaye haja ikahituke kwangu nibidi mi enforce ndalikena ukuta ningiri mwembago nivonzire safari ya Kenya.
So after that, he had to jump the fence to help himself. And then that's when he started the journey of coming to Kenya.
Wow. Yeah. Were you hiding at that point when your dad was shot? Was he hiding?
Yeah, he was hiding.
Okay, you were hiding. And how old were you when that happened?
Wakati huo kama sikosea miaka 20 chintu kama hivyo.
It was around 20.
25 chintu kama hivyo.
25, yeah.
And if there's ever a question that you can answer in English, please answer in English if you can.
What's that?
Agavi kama kuna swali mkuda kujibu Chingereza, madam kujibu.
But it's okay to keep talking in your language.
Okay.
But if ever you understand my question and can respond in English, that's great.
Okay.
Your English is good.
Okay. Baada ya haja nifosa bana na nchiro nifosa singira kufosa na chiga Kenya sada na chiga.
So after that, it was nighttime. So he left there. He walked Mfosana chiga sivyo? Somalia mpaka Kenya. So yeah, he left Kenya by walking until like
Somalia.
Somalia to Kenya until to the border.
Until to the border, yeah.
How
Kenyan
far was
border.
that?
Yeah, when I get a border, we get the serve about the UNHCR. They have a car and like that.
And they received you?
They received me. We are many people at that time.
Okay. Is it your whole family or just a bunch
not
of
family, just me.
It was just same at that time.
But you were with other people.
Yeah, other people
trying to go to Kenya.
Yeah, to come to Kenya, and they take us to bring us up to Dadaab.
What year was this?
That's 1992.
1992.
Yeah,
okay.
in October.
Yeah.
Yeah, I cannot remember the date, but it was October.
And you said you were just 20 years old.
Around 2025.
Around 20,
Yeah, 2025, like
20
that.
or 25,
Yeah.
somewhere around there.
Mhm.
Wow.
Yeah.
So that's when you got to the Dadaab refugee camp in Kenya.
Refugee camp in Kenya. And that time, 1994, I get family.
Okay.
Mahmoud's mom.
Okay.
1994, maybe like that.
You met your wife.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And she was also from Somalia.
That. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Living in Dadaab.
Escape from that.
Okay.
Mhm.
Wow.
Because anyone has her problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you got to Kenya, Dadaab, you're around 25, maybe 26, 27. You meet your wife, and then you start your family.
Yeah, start my family.
Start your
But I
family.
didn't have a family any.
Okay. And Mohammed is your oldest.
No, I'm the second.
Oh, you're the second. It's Omar. Is your-
Yeah, Omar is the first.
So you have your first son,
Yeah.
Omar, in Dadaab.
In Dadaab.
Yeah.
And I get to Mahmoud
Okay.
in Dadaab.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. And what was life like in Dadaab? Was it any better than Somalia? What struggles were there in Dadaab?
Life was better, but Somali was there because you cannot get in the far from the area.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you had a lot of the same people and
Yeah, the
culture
same people,
and things like that there.
They're there.
Okay. So was there still a lot of violence and everything like that there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Like kama mtu anaita kozi nkuni wadamenyuzwa kurepiwa vile vile wasezigira yani shida igaruka ni kama hija ingawa kidogo afadhali lakini kama hija.
So he say when they got there, the problem was wasn't all the way gone. So, for example, girls that would go to the wood getting good to make wood to make food with it. So every time they go there, there will be some people hiding or somewhere. They will try to rape them or do like some violence. So it was bad in some ways, but like not really good.
Right.
How it's supposed to be. Yeah.
I think just the difference was the war.
Yeah.
Just the war. they didn't have war in Kenya like Somalia, but problem was the same.
The problems were still the same.
Yeah, the same.
Were most of the refugees in Kenya, in Dadaab at that time, were most of them from Somalia? Or were they from lots of areas, Sudan and other areas?
It's a Somali.
I think
Not
most of
Sudan,
them
it's a
is
Somali.
All from
Somalia,
Somalia,
Yeah, from
in
Somalia.
Dadaab.
Yeah,
Okay.
there is people from Sudan,
Kakuma.
Ethiopia. I mean, you mean Dadaab?
Apana.
Dadaab
Dadaab,
is
Dadaab.
Somalia.
Dadaab
yeah.
is a Somali.
It's-
Mostly all
North Sudan.
Somalia
Mostly, yeah.
refugees.
Yeah.
Wow. How many people were there when you were there?
Oh, there are many. I cannot count, but it was many.
Hundreds of thousands.
Hundreds of thousands. There was many.
Wow.
Yeah, because all the people escaped from Somalia, they come over there.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Wow.
Was that too much?
Yeah. So you start having your children, your sons, right? How many children did you have in Dadaab?
Only Omar and Mahmoud, two.
Just two in Dadaab.
Was young at that time.
And I know you've told me that you eventually went to another refugee camp, right? In northern Kenya, right? In Kakuma. What can you tell me about that? Why did you move, or how did you get out of the Dadaab refugee camp?
Yeah, Dadaab I moved because the people was Gamambani. Yani UN akawainula abantu wangabaleta Marekani.
Mlawira mbwani yani Dadaab mlawa kwa sababu wantu naka UN nakaleta Marekani.
Watu nakawainula still na hana shida kama hiyo. Sasa baada watu wana wakaforce wakenulwa rumiyesipata nafasi ya hii.
Hiyo. Kuiza kunoka kuma. He say so when he was in Dadaab, the UNHCR, they had a process to help the refugee get to United States. So he tried to leave at Dadaab and go to Kenya for that opportunity.
To Kakuma.
Kakuma.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because you thought that if you went to Kakuma, you could get help
Yeah.
to get out of Kenya and out of Africa.
Yeah, because Kakuma is not like Dadaab.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, like Dadaab, they are not Somali. They are Somali, but they cannot do nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And I think they had more different people, like from Congo, like
They cannot do
Sudan,
nothing Somali over there.
so
All
they had
we
a lot
are
of
was the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In Dadaab, you were all the same.
No.
Oh, sorry.
Dadaab only Somalis and
Kakuma, we are
the
same.
Bantus.
You cannot take a gun, or cannot take nothing, cannot do nothing.
Oh, you were safe.
Yeah.
You said, okay.
Yeah, all of us was same. But Dadaab, they had Somali had a gun from their country. They come with in Dadaab.
Okay. So Kakuma seemed a lot safer.
Kakuma, you can't have anything.
So it was so much safer for you and your family there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mostly for like a lot of people.
Yeah.
A lot of people, and then you cannot have a gun or anything to do somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why Kakuma was
Yeah. So you take your wife and your two sons. How old were your sons then? Were they young? Little boys?
Was a young. Even Hamadi was born like that. Hamadi.
Okay.
But Hawa was born in Kakuma.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you had a baby. You had a couple.
At that time, I have a family.
Yeah, you have a family. You have two young boys and maybe a baby. It sounds like, right? And you move all the way across.
Hamadi, Mahmoudi.
Okay.
Hawa, but she born in Kakuma.
Okay. So then when you take your whole entire family, and it's not close, right? Dadaab and Kakuma, they're far. So you took a bus, or how did you get there?
That's border in Somalia.
Yeah.
And this border was Sudan.
With Sudan. Yeah, it's far. Yeah.
It's far.
I've seen it on a map, right?
Yeah.
It's far. So how you took a bus? How did you get there? You didn't have to walk, I'm guessing.
Bus.
You took a bus.
No,
okay.
you
So UNHCR helped you with transport to get there. So you arrive in Kakuma, you have a very young family. What was that like, arriving to a different refugee camp? You said it's safer. Did you have everything you need? Did you have shelter? Did you have food? What was that like for your family?
Yeah, that time they had a food, they had everything.
Okay. At that time they did.
At that time.
Okay.
Food,
And so
shelter and everything.
what do you guys have, like Mohammed or Hamar, do you guys have any memories as a young boy in Kakuma?
I do have memories.
I do.
You do?
It just, I mean, I don't know. At that time, I can't say much because my dad and my mom, they weren't doing everything.
Yeah.
I wasn't doing much, but it just, the life, I can't say it's too bad, but I can't say it's still good.
Yeah.
But I think it was okay in some ways, and some ways wasn't. I mean, I'll give credit to to my parents, my dad and my mom, because he was doing. He started working on bikes, to fix bike and get money to help
Yeah.
us, like feed us.
Yeah.
And my mom, good thing she had a family here in America, so she would call him, and that's where everything, like with me wanting to be a mechanic, it started from him.
Yeah.
So he started a bike and then went to like big engines.
Mm-hmm.
So he would just take us around there, because after you finish school in Kenya, you can't really get a job.
Yeah.
Like you can go to school, like get your certificate or whatever you have. Just to get a job, you have to pay somebody to get it, like the position.
Right.
So for him, he had to create his own way of making money.
Yeah.
Yeah. So for me, it was just that. Like basically, I can't say much in Kakuma.
Yeah.
Yeah, but when I gonna, because I was making a bicycle in Dadaab. When I got a Kakuma, I tried to think this bike, and I already have a kid. They cannot feed me the bike
Yeah.
mechanic. I go Don Bosco almost for 2 years to learn how to know mechanic,
Wow.
because I want to know our mechanics and to teach my kids.
Yeah.
Maybe they can help themselves at that time.
Yeah.
So after to finish that at Don Bosco, I come home again to start mechanic.
Well.
Yeah.
Okay. In Dadaab, and then
In
also
Dadaab,
in
Dadaab,
Kakuma when
in
you
Dadaab.
got there.
I buy tools, and I was a mechanic to do
Wow.
mechanic. So at home.
Yeah, he started with a bicycle in
I
Dadaab,
started bicycle
and then he went.
and a motorcycle.
Yeah.
And then he went to Don Bosco to study.
Yeah,
the
motorcycle
exact
and
mechanic.
engines. That's why the garage was home. When they go to school, I learned them too.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, when they
So
go
he
to
was
school,
doing basically at home, so we can learn from him too, because there was people that will ask him, why don't you open your own garage, different place than your home?
Yeah.
They will tell him, I would rather be here so my kid can take my
Yeah.
knowledge and experience than just going out and worry about the money.
Yeah.
And
Wow.
I think that's where like the mechanic in us, it came in, because when we go to school, we go to school 6 a.m.
Mhm.
and then we come like at 2 or 3, and then we just meet our dad. He's fixing something, and then when you eat, you finish, you don't have anything to do. You just watching.
Yeah.
So this when I started picking up from him,
Yeah.
and the mechanic and stuff.
Wow. So that's where you gave your children the love for, being mechanics, right?
Yeah.
Is there growing up watching your dad. So how was it trying to provide for your family? You had a big family, right? You had a few children in Kakuma, right? You had, how big was your family there? 5 or 6 kids, right?
that time
In Kakuma.
was 5. So Mariam was
It was 5.
Yeah. So you had 5 children, a family, a lot of mouths to feed, right? What was that like? Was it stressful for you as a parent? Did you it seemed like you wanted to come to the US still, right? What was missing in Kakuma? Why was life hard in Kakuma?
Was missing over there.
Yeah. What did you not have in Kakuma that
Chintu gani hamna nacho mweka kuma ambacho chamgusa ni mtamani kutoka Amerika.
Kakuma was no job.
There's no jobs.
Was no nothing.
Yeah.
There's no life. That's why I learned a mechanic. Maybe if I come a big town, or maybe my kids to get help themselves.
Yeah.
So Kakuma is not real life.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I need to come in United States.
It's a
When
temporary location,
yeah,
right?
it's a temporary location.
For refugees. Yeah.
Yeah, when I
The
came
camp.
here, I came with my certificate for DWS. But when I go there, they told me this we can't agree this one. It's supposed to go maybe to learn for 2 years. So 2 years, how can I pay me the bills at home?
Yeah. Who can
So-
feed your family for 2 years, right? Yeah.
I just live like that.
Yeah.
But my heart is not okay,
Yeah.
because that's a job I like it with my whole family.
Yeah.
I know it, and I don't know anywhere
Yeah.
that I need to help like that. They told me you're supposed to learn maybe 2 years. 2 years wasn't.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you felt like you couldn't take care of your family then in Kakuma. It was too hard to take care of
It was
your
too
family.
hard. I couldn't take care because family is big, and that there is no job. If they go into school to learn something, maybe they finish, there are no job over there.
Yeah.
So that's why I could like to move over there to go in any country.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think also like it's a refugee camp, so the houses is different from here. Like
Yeah.
food, it's like the UN is helping food, but it's not enough to provide like for all the kids. Like most of the African people, they have a lot of kids, like
Yeah.
maybe 5 or 8 kids.
Some
And
of them
then
10.
Yeah.
also over there is like sometimes it's like desert, so we don't have water.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard. Like sometime maybe for a month there's no water at the town that you're living, so you have to walk maybe a different place to look for water.
Well,
So when we were growing up, I remember like sometime we don't have water. Like my mom or my dad, they tell us to go somewhere else to look for water to bring it at home, and it's far. You have to carry like I don't know.
Probably like 20
Mhm.
liters.
10 or 20.
Yeah, 20 to 25 of
No, it was 10 to 20.
10 to 20.
yeah, to carry it, and it's
Wow.
the place you're taking it is like
Well, I don't know.
from
10 to 20.
mile.
It's about 5 to like 10 miles.
5
Yeah,
to 10
you have to
miles.
So
carry
you,
the
you have
water.
to walk.
Wow.
Yeah, so going and come back with
Take a
the
few
water,
hours.
and some of us who was young, maybe 10, 11 years old,
Yeah.
to look for water
Wow.
to help the family, and then sometimes the UN doesn't give like sometimes they tell you guys like this month maybe they won't have enough food for like the families. So it was good place because they didn't have war, but it wasn't good
But it
place
was-
like to
was
live
hard.
in
You
there.
can't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even now they have no nothing.
Yeah.
Like right now
no
they don't.
food, no nothing.
I went to Kakuma last year,
You see?
right? I went to the camp, and
Yeah.
there is nothing, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah, there's
houses,
nothing.
even I imagine the house you lived in was not a house.
So-
you can't call it a house,
I
right?
think-
Yeah.
More
That-
like sheet metal,
Oh yeah.
square with maybe a tarp on the top, right?
Yes.
And dirt floors
like that.
in
And
the
then
desert.
Yeah.
I think it was like when we came here it was 7, and then maybe Samir, Mohammed and Omar, you have to share one room, and
Yeah.
then the rooms is not big, it's too small, so you guys have to share in there. Maybe we don't have clothes and then shoes, so it was hard for us to live there.
Yeah,
I know I came here when I was 14, but I can remember a lot.
yeah,
And then sometimes there's like some people come steal the food, or if they know you have money, they come to steal it.
yeah.
Or sometimes you see people getting killed in there. So it was
Just
hard
trying
to
to get
live.
food.
Yeah, just to
Wow.
get food.
Everyone's just trying to survive.
Yeah,
right?
to survive. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I
And
know,
right now I heard it's tougher. Before it was hard, but not like right now. Right now I heard like this.
It's worse.
Yeah,
it's
worse.
there is very little food, very little
Yeah.
money coming to the refugees.
And at that time when we were back there, like we had our own problems, but like it's like when I look at myself at home and then you go to other family. Like I had a couple friends, I'll go to their house like there's really no food at all.
yeah,
The
Yeah,
whole house is
it's-
empty. You just where they're sleeping and just a couple clothes.
Wow.
So it was tough for all of us. But like when you see somebody that's going through a hard time
yeah,
more than you forget that like I'm really going through a hard time. You
Yeah.
just like thinking about, oh, at least I have some food to eat for tonight. Like if somebody don't have anything,
Yeah.
like you don't know like what I'm gonna eat tomorrow, like what I'm gonna eat
Yeah.
tonight.
It's
They just living by the grace of God. Like if I get something to eat, yeah.
wow,
If I don't, then so
Man.
it was okay, but not the best.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what you hope people feel, right? You hope
Yeah.
someone can see someone who's less fortunate or in a worse situation than
Right.
them and feel like, okay, I'm okay, or I can do something, right?
Yeah.
But not everyone feels that way too, right? And
Yeah.
you probably see people in that situation. And so that's the hope we have, right? That's why we want to do podcasts like this. We want to get stories like this so people can understand, like this is what people are going through.
Right.
There are ways to help those people, and I can make my life better and be more grateful for the things I have, right?
Sure,
Because
yeah,
of that.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. That's something that I learned like a couple of years ago. Like, I mean, I had that, but I wasn't thinking at it like what I have. Like, I was always worried about like tomorrow, the future.
Yeah.
Like, I forget what I have right now, and then once I start like thinking about all that right now, it's like, I mean, at a young age at that time, I'm like, they don't have anything to eat. Like, you don't. It's like you're not worried like that. But right now, it's like, okay, yeah, like I'm not where I want to be, but at least what I have is pushing me
Yeah.
for the next day.
Yeah.
There's probably somebody around the world don't have what I have. They're probably, the life that I'm living right now is probably their dream.
Yeah.
So you just being grateful and embrace the moment.
Yeah.
And just.
Well said.
Yeah.
Well said. I agree. Thank you.
Mm.
So you have 5 or 6 kids, right? You're living in Kakuma, don't have enough to eat, don't have a good house. You have a job, but I guarantee you're not making too much money, right? Not making enough money to feed your family and live a good life, right? Mm-hmm. So what happened when you left the camp? You obviously came to the US. Can you tell me about that process? What was that like? How did you get out of Kakuma?
For here, I think it's good and really good, but
auzani processing muipatavi processing mpaka mkeza ku.
The process I apply.
Mm-hmm.
Because in Somalia, I came with my aunt. My mom, she was in maybe Nairobi. She gone in Tanzania. But me, I come with my aunt. So my aunt, she came here, and I didn't have any process.
Yeah.
So I go to UNHCR. I ask them. They told you can't apply. You can't apply because UNHCR they taking people from there to bring here. So I apply Canada and Australia. Canada, they told me no, we are not taking a refugee. Australia, they agree to take me. They bring me from anything. So after that, they call me in the UNHCR, and they asking me question: why are you going to what? To
Canada.
Canada. This
Australia.
Australia. Why are you going Australia and United States still taking Somali Bantu? I say that's right, but they told me you have no time to go there. You're supposed to wait. You cannot go United States because you are not in the process. So that's why I apply Canada and Australia. And they told me Somali Bantu nobody can take without America until United States finish, and that guys maybe Australia, Canada, or US they can take at that time, but you can't go. So how?
Aya na ke kala miaka mingi mpaka akapata process.
Haya.
Kakuma.
Sura miaka 10 zaidi ya miaka 10.
So in like Kakuma camp, when you go there like as a refugee, you have to sit for at least maybe 5 to 6 years to get just the process to come to United
Sometimes
States.
10.
Wow. Yeah, 10 years.
To start the process is 5 years.
Yeah.
And when you start process, take and less and maybe 5-6 years.
Yeah.
If you claim can come maybe 10 above.
And now maybe even longer because the
Longer.
camp is just getting
I know a
bigger.
few families
Galaming.
that we met them there and they're still there.
So for him,
Wow.
so for my dad, just to get like the process, and
to
they
come
give you like
United.
card for food and to know your process, how he's going to come here.
Yeah.
So for him, he's still there like 10 years. I think when I went there, I was young. until we came here, I was 14 years old.
Yeah.
Just think about that.
So he sit there for a long time. So
Yeah.
when you go there, you don't just get the
12 years.
process.
Stayed
You
there.
don't just get the process to come to United States. You
Yeah.
have to sit there for a couple years until you get the everything to get to United States
Yeah,
or
they
to go
ask
somewhere else.
they asking me about that. I have a maybe 7 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, I say I stay here. There is a lot. Yeah, too hard. No job, no nothing.
Yeah.
So I cannot stay here. That's why I apply Canada and that side,
Australia.
Yeah.
Australia, and that they told me you can. You're supposed to go United States. When? That's why they told me you will bring. will bring us the form. You
Yeah.
fill this, and they start at that time. And that time I had 7 years.
Wow. So
You
you
see?
waited 10 years total.
So when I start the process, I take maybe 5 years more.
Wow.
10 above years.
Yeah.
You see?
Wow.
That's
And how is that fair for a human, right? To come to a human being, right, and say, hey, I want you to put your life, your family, your dreams, your career, I want you to put everything on hold for 10 years, right? Because you came from an unfortunate circumstance, right? And hopefully there are programs and policies and things in place, right, that can help people. And hopefully there's a lot going on the back end that can help that process be even better. But the reality of it is that's where we're at, right? And that's unfortunate. That is devastating. That is something that has to happen to a family, people, a father, right, with dreams, children with dreams, to just put it on hold and try and make it work currently, right?
Yeah.
Wow. So I want to jump forward then. Thank you for sharing everything about Kakuma and Dadaab, life in Somalia. I'd love to kind of talk about just the U.S. coming to the United States, right? I'm sure that there was a lot to that. It's not just, we packed our bags and moved and everything was good, right? I don't think it's that easy, right? I would assume it's not that easy. So tell me about that. Anyone can kind of speak to that, but what was that like when you moved from Kakuma to the United States?
It was good at that time, and I mean until right now it's good.
Was everybody pretty excited? Was your family excited?
Yeah, we were excited.
Yeah.
Because I feel like everybody was tired, and just we were thinking about just coming to the United States, and everybody's happy.
Yeah.
And after you get once you know you're going to the United States, they have their own process. It takes about 15 to 2 to 3 weeks until the day for your departure and everything. So they have to check your health if you have any medical problem or any issue. So after we checked there, and then we left to Kakuma, we went to Nairobi, stayed there for a couple of days, and then to the United States. We came here in January, so it was
cold.
It was cold and challenging
cold.
because the first day we got here, we were like, what's going on? What is the white stuff? We didn't know it was snow.
Yeah.
So the life was challenging for the first few months because we're not used to that. The snow, and the lifestyle is way different.
Yeah.
But one thing about me that I feel like I got opportunity for the school and just learn a lot, because back then I didn't like school.
Yeah.
Back in Kenya.
Mm-hmm.
I was big fan of school, but when I was growing up, I didn't like school that much.
Yeah.
So my dad, we always used to have a problem about that.
Yeah.
Because he always wanted us to go into school, just getting education.
Yeah.
But just looking at the lifestyle in Kenya, he was like, I'll go to school, I'll get a certificate, but I'm not going to get a job.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people, they have the certificate for whatever they study, but we're still in the same neighborhood.
There's not enough jobs to go around.
There's no job at all. If you get your certificate, for you to get a job, you have to know somebody, and then you have to pay money.
Yeah.
Just to get the position. And the money's not easy getting it. If you don't have a job, how you going to get the money?
Yeah.
So I always have the belief, if I go to school, I'm just going to stay home.
Yeah.
But when I got here, I was put to school. So I see that's opportunity, just starting in school and going for the automotive technician and
Yeah.
all that. But the first year, it was hard because we use the weather is different, the lifestyle, the food.
Yeah, what was that like? Talk about that. What was the culture shock, right? Of
Oh,
coming from
yeah.
Africa, Kenya to the United States to Utah,
First,
right?
it was the weather.
First it was the weather.
First, it was the weather.
Yeah.
Like when we got here, the caseworker picking us from the airport, like we just driving on the freeway. I'm like, what is that white stuff? And,
Yeah.
Yeah, because it was
like
just
there was
white, so it was like
snow.
what
A
is
lot of
it?
snow when you got
So
here. Yeah.
we stayed.
We didn't know it was
like,
snow. So
we
it was-
stayed inside the whole day the first day. Like we couldn't go anywhere.
Too scared to go outside.
Yeah, too scared to go outside,
Too
and
cold.
you don't know where I can go. Like
Yeah.
you just like you're inside.
You don't know where you are.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like you came to a different world.
So did they take you to a house right away? The house
Yeah.
you're living in? Okay.
Yeah, they took not the one we live in, but there was a house before
The house
that.
you were in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was somewhere in 300 East.
Okay.
Yeah, so the weather was challenging, but we adapt to it. Like after
Yeah.
the first year, you're just gonna get adapt to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the school, the school, it wasn't challenging for me because I feel like it was easier
Okay. Yeah.
than the school back home.
Okay.
You just like you going there, you going with your phone.
Yeah.
You have like laptop at school
Uh-huh.
to do homework with.
Yeah.
There's people they got hired just to help you, or
Yeah.
some teachers they stay
Yeah.
after school to help you.
Everything's kind of prepared and catered
Yeah,
for you, right?
but there
Yeah.
back home, you just about yourself.
Yeah.
Like
You get what you get out of it,
yeah.
right? What
So
you put
the
into
teacher
it.
would just come in school. They have a big board. They just be writing and reading, and then they just go.
Yeah.
Tomorrow they just waiting to get their home. Like you get your homework done. If you didn't, then you get disciplined for it.
Wow.
Yeah. But here, the school for me was the easiest part. Like
Yeah. Yeah.
from
Did
what
you
I
like
used to.
Did you like school in Utah in the US?
Yeah, from here I liked school because the only one thing is like the sport, and then I like drawing. So when I came here, I was going to art class. That's the only thing was keeping me going to school.
Going to art
But I
class.
didn't I didn't like school at that time.
How was that like making friends and speaking the language and all
Oh.
that sort of stuff? Did you feel like your English was good enough here to communicate? Were you able to make friends?
Nah.
For me, it was hard because
Yeah.
when I came here, I didn't speak any English.
Yeah.
So I didn't have any friends. I usually sit by myself, like lunchtime or break time.
Yeah.
I had to sit by myself,
Wow.
not
It was-
talking to anyone. And they had some people who speak like
Swahili.
Swahili,
Mm-hmm.
but not the people who speak the same language with me.
Yeah.
So maybe just play sport a little bit like soccer or go to the gym. That's it.
Yeah.
But I didn't talk to anyone. Maybe the first year and second year, I didn't talk to anyone at
Wow.
school. Yeah, but it was the way he said it was good because you have like everything that you needed to learn. Yeah, that was the thing. And then one thing when I came here, I liked it was like school, like and hospital. Like in refugee camp, it's like they have hospital, but they don't have the everything that the US have over here, like
Yeah.
to check your health and everything.
You don't feel as safe on a daily basis, like,
Yeah.
with your health, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, over there it's like
Yeah.
you might have a big health problem, and nobody's there to help you.
Yeah.
You might go to the hospital and then they give you like painkiller, maybe
Right.
ibuprofen, but you have big problem that you need help with.
Wow.
Like when I was growing up, I had kidney issues.
Mm.
They didn't know that, and my dad had to take me to the hospital like most of the time. I remember one time we had to be on the hospital like maybe for 1 year,
Wow.
and then
In
I
Kenya?
was on the bed, like the back of my like ribs was black, just laying on the bed, but they didn't know what's going on with me. They just
Wow.
give me some medicine, but when I came here, when they tested, they were like, "Oh, you have kidney problem."
Wow.
That's how they knew it, but over there they didn't. So that's the only thing I liked about here. They have like a lot of things that to know your health problem. But
Yeah.
when refugee comes, somebody might die because they don't know. Like I don't say they don't know, like, but
They probably
they don't have
the equipment
the
to
equipment
diagnose
Yeah.
the
to
problem.
diagnose. Yeah.
Wow.
It's like, from example, like here, even if you don't have a Medicaid or Medicare, you can go to the hospital and get
Treated.
Life-saving
treated.
care
Yeah.
or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
whatever it is. And then you'll just get your bill in the mail. And then even if you have to pay, you can pay a monthly.
Yeah.
But back then, like,
You don't have the money.
You don't have the
you
money, number one.
It's not happening.
And then sometimes, and they don't have a lot of equipment.
Yeah.
It's
like you don't have money and they don't have equipment.
Right.
Over here, they have everything.
Wow.
That's one thing. When I came here, the first thing they had to check was like maybe every month you had to go to the hospital over here to check. And then at school, sometimes they have like people to check you. So for me, it was good when I came here because we had a lot of things like a lot of opportunities.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
So what were you came from Kenya, you came from Kakuma, small house, very little resources, probably no car, right? Nothing like that. Then you come here, I'm guessing you had a house and a vehicle, right? Or maybe no car.
No car.
No car. Okay.
When we came, it's just the house. And then maybe at school, we had to walk.
I mean, the walking at school, it wasn't far.
It wasn't far, yeah.
Like 5-minute walking.
Okay.
So we didn't need anything.
That's nice.
Yeah.
And then if you have maybe appointment to the hospital, you have to take buses.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's the only thing.
And then, so how was that? You came to the United States, Kasim, for you, right, as a father, what was that like for you, that experience when you came to the United States? Was it really difficult?
Tafsiria.
Agavi mkeze hano, yani mwiza hano na amna chindu, amna gari, wanambwani use mkeze hano, maisha ageuka vina mkaona vika kwa mzazi yani.
Kwa uzazi, maisha kwanza siyapatira kwa sababu kwanza kuja na hakuna kazi ya kupata kazi.
So he's saying one thing that it was good over here when he came, like the job. When he came, you got opportunity to get job.
Did they have a job for you when you got here?
Mkeze hano. Ora kwanza sina na
ndio wanigala Park City lakini kazi yake si togole mara ni wanigala nani picking pool.
So when he came here, the case workers, so they the couple months they help you to find like job or go to school, maybe teach you some little bit language to learn English. So I think when my dad came here, they had to teach him a little bit, and then they took him to like a walk. It was Park City, and then he didn't have a car. The place that he was living, he had to use the bus and then take a train. So it was hard for him. And then he was knowing that time. Yeah.
Baadaye kenyo napata kazi hano picking pool na hao kidogo nani ila lakini house maisha ni edi safi lakini bado mtu wangu uchekuluma.
So he worked at Park City, and then it was far, so he told the guest worker, and then they looked, and he told him that he's a mechanic, so they helped him to go to a company they called Picking Pool. They deal with cars, so he went there and started to work over there. But he said even when he got there, he was working, but he was thinking about like doing his own stuff like mechanic. Yeah.
Sababu huyo mtu wangu ikuluma nyumbani maisha ya familia yangu bado hankuyunga hayana hata kuiza mare. Ingawa Marekani ni edi. Ngambire hivyo.
So he said he had headache because the life that he wanted for his family, he wasn't there. He wasn't getting that life that he wanted for his family.
Yeah.
Sijaribu kuwatuma nywe mdahe kazi ya kugala matraki kwa sababu usunga maisha ya galuke ya ite haraka lakini bado.
So when he was working there, he tried when we graduated in high school. So when we were graduated, he went to college, I think, for 1 year.
1 year.
For mechanic. My dad wanted all of us to go there, but he's the only one went there for 1 year, and then I think he dropped up. For me, I didn't even go. So because one of my teacher
was a corona time.
She told me that I applied for a trade school. I think they had training there. She told me like you can take maybe 2 years instead of going to college. You can just go there and take 2 years. So the time that I had to go, it was Corona time when I graduated.
Wow.
So
I did homeschool.
They told me, they told me that I have to wait maybe until the Corona get down.
Wow.
So I was like, what's the point of me waiting for school? Then I was just thinking about going to work.
So, yakatatu sunganywe mdahe galuke truck driver nyuso watatu, yani nyuso watatu mfanikishe ili maisha shida kuya sogeza haraka, lakini bado ile mera.
So
lesson patikana, lakini bado mtu mwanga tunaene nafasi yake waidi bado hawana hati.
Then when that didn't work about like, because he wanted us, all of us, to go to like college, take mechanic classes.
Basically any school, just
So-
studying automotive
Yeah,
technician.
so he can do the
Yeah.
garage. But when it didn't work, we tried
He tried pushing us to
do
doing
truck
driving.
Yeah,
So-
three of them to get the lesson for truck driver.
Mm-hmm.
But still
There's still some
my head
challenge.
is not yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So your oldest sons all have jobs, right? They're working.
Yeah, because
you're working.
when they get good job,
yeah.
and me, I can stay maybe to work maybe 3 or 4 hours. That's it.
Yeah.
Because he has a good job. Or Omar has a good job.
Yeah.
And me not. You see?
Yeah. So right now, you guys are truly all taking care of each other. It seems like,
Ndio
right?
Yeah.
As one family.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ndio maana nkaunga kwamba nipate msaada kwa sira ino yo mechanic. Weye Mahmudi Omari mfose.
So we were working that time, and then we went to our classes for truck driving.
Mm-hmm.
We got our serials, and then he started driving for the companies and Omar, and now he just left it. He doing like the picking pool still about cars, and then for me, I just work a company.
Yeah.
But he doesn't like the job that we're doing because he still wants
Yeah.
like to do the garage stuff
Yeah.
because that's what he wants. He likes. That's why he's still pushing that.
Yeah. So a big thing we've been talking about, right, over the last few weeks is helping you guys get your dream jobs and create that dream life for yourself here, right? And you've obviously expressed that, life has been good here. I think you went from bad to a little
Yeah,
better,
to-
to a little better.
I mean,
and now you're here in the United States where like it's a
Yeah,
lot better, I
it's
hope,
a lot
for your
better.
family.
It is.
But
100%.
you still have those same dreams, right? You always have your dreams, and you want, like you said, you still have a headache, right? You still
I
still
still
can't
have a
rest
headache
because
because-
you have this dream that you want to accomplish. And I feel the same way, right? About my dreams and aspirations. That's human nature, right? And
Yeah.
so, again, you guys want to start that mechanic shop together, right? You want your sons and you to be working together. Maybe it
Yeah,
sounds like
yeah,
hopefully eventually you don't
that's
have to work
me.
so many hours, right? You want to retire.
Yeah.
And,
I want to retire, but I cannot retire because they don't have nothing.
yeah.
That's why I need help to get the maybe mechanic way.
Yeah.
And that time I can retire.
Yeah.
But now I can't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're going to work to do it, right? We're going to get you guys a better situation. Maybe that's a mechanic shop, mobile mechanic. Maybe that's working at already existing mechanic shops and getting you guys that dream life with your skill set. So, again, anyone listening to this podcast, we've got very qualified candidates here for your mechanic shop. So they're anxious and eager for more opportunities. And then when eventually we can fulfill that dream and you guys are able to kind of reach that dream of starting your own shop, right? Hopefully everyone comes to you, right? Hopefully all of Utah's bringing their cars to you for repairs and mechanic work.
Yeah.
So one thing we haven't talked about just quickly is your family here, right? You had 5 or 6 kids when you moved to the United States, right? That you had in Kakuma.
Yeah, 7.
Seven.
It was 7, yeah.
Seven kids.
When I come here, I was 7.
You had 7. And now, how many more have you had since you came to the United States?
Just one.
I was just 1, 8.
Oh, just one. Okay.
Yeah.
So you have 8 children.
Yeah, 8, yeah.
8 children total, right? All helping each other. Your sons are helping pitch in, right, to cover expenses. You're still actively working, right, to cover expenses for your family. What has that been like? A large family in Utah. There are a lot of big families, right? So you fit in here, right? There's a lot of big families like that. But how things are getting more expensive. Life is always getting progressively more difficult in some ways. So what has that been like for your family here?
Kwa familia yenyu baada ya nusolija kambane kuzahanu mwezana zana 7 so 8 na vinhu nava kwa rabe itu vinhu nave ko nane kubadilika hause maisha ya yani aguka vihi ama ajenda vihi
ndio nakugamba ni maisha ya zama sababu nkuwa sindikanywe mgaruke mna nafasi zaidi kwa sababu maisha ya zama inyumba tu yansumbula.
He say the life is difficult in some way. That's why I say he's pushing us just to have a better job or a better opportunity. Then at that time he can just stay back and then just help out or like help him in
Yeah,
some
I
ways.
think
Because right now he say even his rent is hard for him, because if he don't go just couple days, it's gonna be challenging for him to cover all his.
yeah.
Yeah,
Well, everything's tight.
yeah,
Everything's that's why I push them to get a good
Yeah.
job, maybe
Yeah.
to know, maybe mechanics to know well, because that's the job I know.
Yeah,
When they know together themselves office, maybe they can cover everything.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
I think for me, the thing that I see, it was hard for my dad. It was like the house, because when you come as a refugee, like the government is helping you to pay the house for the few months until you get job. So and then when we came, all of us, like me and my brother and the rest of the kids, we were going to school. Nobody was working.
Yeah.
It was only him. So when the government was helping him, it was good. But when they left that, he had to pay everything by himself.
yeah,
And then imagine having 8 kids, like providing
Yeah.
everything for the kids.
I have two, and it's hard.
Yeah,
so.
and then paying the house and helping the 8 kids. That was hard for me. Like I was young, but I could see how
Yeah,
he's like feeling because of the 8 kids. And then when he came, like usually when you come here, you don't get like job like they paying 20 or 25. It's usually like $10, $12.
10, 12, yeah.
I think when he started, it was like maybe $12.
12.
When he
8
was-
kids making
yeah,
$12 an
and
hour.
then the houses, it was maybe 1,800.
Yeah.
So like imagine paying the rent, buying food for
Yeah.
that, and then you don't have car. And the other thing, it was we were new. We don't know where to go, like the stores. It
Yeah.
was hard to know where you have to go to buy stuff. It's like you just have to sit in the house. You don't know where to go.
Yeah,
and
like-
wait for family member.
Yeah, wait
Yeah.
for
Just to
family
help
member
with
to
grocery stuff.
help you to go like to the store, or like the hospital. We knew it because when we came, they show us.
Yeah.
But the stores we didn't know. So
yeah,
and then he was the only one. My mom wasn't working; she couldn't work, so he was the only one paying everything.
Wow.
That's why when we started working, we decided to help. Like for me, when I didn't have the time to go to college, I decided to go to like work to help my dad. That's the only
Well,
thing.
that's amazing.
Yeah, I had
You
the
guys-
opportunity to go to college.
Yeah,
I went there the first year, but during that time, I wasn't working because I had to do 2 classes. One of them starting 6 a.m. to 11,
yeah.
and then the second one starting 5. So it was hard for me to get even part-time job.
Wow.
So my brother, he was the only one helping to pay insurance
Yeah.
and gas. And if my car run into any problem, he had to cover for it. And at the same time, I had to go to college, and
Yeah.
my dad helping me with gas and everything. So
Yeah.
it got to a point I didn't have a gas. My dad, like I didn't go to college
Yeah.
one day. I stayed home. My dad asked me, why you don't go to school today? I was like, I don't have a gas. He's like, why you didn't tell me? I didn't tell him why I didn't go, because I know he already have so much in his
Right.
shoulder. So just for me going to school and asking him gas and everything, and my brothers, like I felt like I was putting a lot of weight on them, because he has my brother had a wife at that time, and my dad, he's already doing enough at home.
Yeah.
So just every day asking him gas, my car run into a problem. It was, I don't know, it just feel like not right.
Yeah.
At that time, I was like,
That's
I'm just going to finish the
understandable.
1 year, and then I'm not going back to college. He didn't like it, but for me, that's what I felt. And I was like, I'm not going after the 1 year.
Well, it's truly impressive to me how you guys function as one family unit, and you support each other, and you're there. And it's the story from the beginning. You've always been there for each other.
Yeah.
You've gone on this long journey together, right? And I just want to thank you guys for sharing your story today. I know there's always more to tell, and hopefully we can bring you on for a part 2 and talk more. And
He have more. I know he have
so
more.
many stories to
I
tell.
know today's not gonna be enough for him to say he's gonna open up everything.
Go think through those stories and get ready to come back on, because I know our listeners are gonna wanna hear more.
Yeah.
And again, Philanthropic, we're here for you guys. We wanna help you guys build that dream life, and there are a lot of awesome people and people listening in Utah and in the United States and around the world that I know are wanting to help you guys as well for sharing your story. So thank you for helping them understand that.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm excited to help you guys hopefully reach your dream life, right? That's what we're aiming for. We're going to work towards that. So if anyone out there, again, has opportunities and ways and means in which they can help this awesome family, please do it. And thank you again for sharing your stories. And we'll see you guys next time on the Philanthropic Podcast. Thanks for being here.
Yeah, thank you.